love sending Kym pictures because she gets irritated. Whatever irritates Kym, I like to do.
Funny mamas.
So Kym,
Now that was a good picture. I would
like I had
get you for your son.
Two funny mamas. What's with the grip? Sherri and Kym.
Surprise.
Start to the night. Happy Wednesday. It's Chris Denman in St. Louis. That is C. Mickey Dawson. She's in Los Angeles in Kym's house. No Kym, no Sherri, but we're going to start because we're 40 minutes late. How's everybody doing tonight? Happy Two Funny Mamas 4-year anniversary, and you're spending it just the way you wanted to with C. Mickey and Chris Denman. How are you, C. Mickey? You're a mom.
I am a mom. I'm like, it's like 3 funny mamas. Like, we should just this is a takeover. I just decided I'm taking over. That's what it is. So, yeah. So, this is my shot. It's my chance. I'm going for it.
Okay, B-Rabbit. Okay, B-Rabbit. So you're proposing that it becomes 3 funny mamas. I'll be honest. I think if you were on here, there would be less nasty comments regarding me trying to be like Diddy, like always trying to steal. I mean, that means something different over the last few weeks than it used to. But either way, C. Mickey's here. She's hanging out. Sherri will be here momentarily. I believe Kym is hosting for Netflix as a Joke with Chris Spencer. Is that tonight?
Yes, she is doing a tribute to Inns, who was the founder and starter of the Comedy Union down in Hollywood, and like so many people passed through. So it's a really big thing. If you don't know, Netflix is a Joke has been going all week long. I think it goes until like the next weekend. Yeah. And like so many people are in town. It's been amazing. Anybody who's a comic, like coming up, starting, going, everybody's playing. Last week it was Seinfeld. It was
The Roast of Tom Brady, Cat Williams live.
Yep, there was that part, and then I think Kevin's closing next week. There's a lot happening. I went and saw Wanda Sykes last weekend. Let me tell y'all, like I could not stop laughing. Do you like those comics? I love comics where like you're laughing so hard that you can't you miss the first part of their next joke. That's how Wanda.
She had to move.
Like,
yeah, it's like a continuous stream, huh?
Yeah, total. I mean, like, she is brilliant. Like that show, it was hilarious. It was so funny. So that was good. And then Kym and I went to the Book of Marsha, which was Marsha Warfield, a legend. And I got a chance to meet her. I'd never met her before, but you might remember her from Night Court is what most people remember her from. But now she's on 911.
Yeah, she was just here in St. Louis with George Wallace. So yeah, very nice. I was going to say, hold tight. I wasn't able to. We got George to call in, but it was sold out all weekend. I'm sure that's a big time show. Where did you see them perform? I actually have a photo. So Deja, I'm going to upload this photo. If you see Mickey, if you would tell us, where did you see her perform? When was that? Last week?
This is the wildest thing I've ever done in my life, probably.
What's that?
Okay, it was at a cemetery.
Oh, okay. You're actually. I was like, the podcast. I was like, this is kind of how it runs every week.
No. It was at a. There's a place that's like right next to this really famous cemetery. Apparently, it's called Hollywood Forever. And so, like, I think there's all these, like, famous people who are buried there, and they play movies at night there, apparently. I don't know. I had never been to it, but
I wasn't aware of it, and people that I know that are from St. Louis that are more of they're comedy industry, but they don't live in LA. They were there, and they were posting photos of people's graves that they, like, they liked, and I was like, what's happening here? So I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, the place itself was cute. It was cool. It was very intimate. But, I got to tell you, I don't really do cemeteries. I mean, if I just got to go, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
But, I'm not going to just be like, hey, girl, what you doing tonight? Want to go to the cemetery? Watch a movie? So,
yeah, we'll look into that.
Marsha.
I got you.
But
well, here's the picture.
That's me. That's us.
Went with the glasses. Cool. I like that. Yeah.
Very chill. I know. It was like we had a girl glass thing going on.
Yeah.
But she told a life story that was incredible. I mean, just wow. I think it, and I don't normally like get pictures. Very rarely see pictures. But this is like living legend kind of stuff.
There
She
were
showed
two.
us her first
Showed you what?
TV, her first. Did you know that her first like time on TV was with Richard Pryor?
No,
No.
that's a nice intersection of stars, though.
I mean, right? And she showed this clip of her and Richard and this improv like scene that they did for his show. It was
She did that as part of her
hilarious.
comedy show.
Yeah, she was Book of Marsha. It's about
Oh, Book
like
of
kind
Marsha.
of like
So
her,
it's more like a one-woman show.
yeah, but with
Nice.
comedy and video and music and sound.
Yeah, it's interactive.
And
That's really cool. I think we're going to see more and more of that too, because the technical capabilities are cool, and then also as somebody who's into it, I love it. But everyone and their sister's cousin's friend has a comedy special, so at some point, people are going to have to veer off to more of that. And you, if people don't know, see Mickey, you're in LA because you're pursuing writing, and you're teamed up with Kym. You're working on different projects. If I were you, I'd be excited about that too, because that opens up. Because not every comic is going to have a team of writers for a special, but people can use writers more so on a one-person show or things like that. Wouldn't you think? Yeah.
oh yeah, absolutely. And I think you know what else I think it is too. I think people want to like tell their story and tell it their own way. Because that was really Marsha like telling her own story.
Yeah.
'Cause, sometimes if you like let somebody else tell your story, then they make it darker or deeper than it was. You're not,
Right.
look at that.
They look for the intrigue where it wasn't necessarily at. See, Mickey, I know you're not always used to this, but Pack93 is in the live chat and says hashtag free Kym Whitley. SA4 says, who are the 4 funny mamas? Well, Sherri will be here momentarily, so since she's running behind, I decided to put her and Lenny up there. Deja hooked us up with a photo of Lenny and Sherri as a placeholder. Other folks ask him, where's Kym and Sherri? That's J-Rock the actor. I think there was... Listen, I can only say it so many ways. I don't need to be on this show. I'm not trying to be in front of you people. I'm not trying to be... No one needs me here, but I'm happy to be here.
Can't put you people in a sentence, Chris. You got to say it different. Rewind.
Yeah, appreciate the
Y'all.
teamwork there, see, Mickey. So the audience, you don't need me. I get it. See, Mickey's here. She's great. It's a placeholder. Kym's super busy. It has been crazy without Kym here because she's been out, but I guarantee you everybody be very excited when they get back and see Kym on screen. No, she hasn't given up her 49%. Did you purchase your her 49%?
I did not. I mean, I attempted so, but no, I'm not there yet. But I mean, I don't know. Like, this feels
You want to
really
fuel the
fun.
fires.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. No, I think it's hilarious because if Sherri misses time, then it's, Sherri's too busy. If Kym, who has not missed this much time before, misses time, it's, Sherri's pissed her off. She's done that. I can't believe we even get to do it every week.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And you know what? Like, it feels like a real blessing to even be able to like sit here and do this. And,
yeah, I complain.
And I just happen to be like, I just happen to have makeup on, by the way.
You look great. What do you have going on tonight?
Well, tonight I'm actually going to see Craig Robinson and his band. Did you know Craig Robinson had band?
I've seen him live. So I'm like, how is it? It's super fun. He's hilarious. He'll play. So Craig Robinson, I'm sure everyone knows him, but he's a longtime stand-up comic, but he was Daryl on The Office. He's been Hot Tub Time Machine. He's a million different things. So talented. His stand-up, it is stand-up, but he's got a keyboard. Like him playing on The Office was actually him playing the keyboard. So it's musical comedy.
I know that.
Yeah. And Sherri would say he goes a little vulgar, but it's hilarious. It's silly, keyboard music. He'll do covers and then he'll weave stories in and stuff like that. So it's unique, but it also, in a weird way, it fits on a regular stand-up show. Like if he closes, it doesn't feel weird because he's a legit comic.
Well, I'll come back next week and I'll tell everybody how it was. But you know what? Before I lose all the viewership, let me just say that mark your calendars at your age, which Kym, you all probably saw her on Bounce, is going to be on Netflix on May 2nd. So I need you all to go to your Netflix now.
Sorry, let's talk about this on the fly. Did you just take a picture of this, or did Kym? Did Kym send you this to say make sure that you pimp this? Was this just you saying, "Hey, let's get something up"?
No, so actually, I was up this morning and I turned on Netflix because I like to have background noise when I'm working. So I just turned on Netflix and there it was. And I took the picture and I was like, oh my gosh. So I went to go show her. I was like, look, it's up, it's on there. And Allison Faust, who's the showrunner, like she's a good friend of mine who I love dearly. And we just were talking about like promoting and social media. And like, this is a big deal. So we want everybody to tune in. So I was like, well, let me do my part since I'm here. I mean, how many people are on?
I love it.
We get 200. So go to Netflix, type in Act Your Age, watch it May 22nd. Kym will probably do something or we'll find something. But yeah.
Here's a comment. Tequila says Kym's not coming back after we rank on her bra. That was a problem. There was a fisheye something happening with Kym. Well, you can take that down. Kym had a weird angle and her back was hurting her. So she was sitting stiff. And I guess you had left the room, I guess it was about a week or two ago. And I lost it because the way the camera was angled, Kym did not look natural. She looked extended, and people were giving it to her bra. So that's hilarious.
One of these.
She didn't. Yeah, but then it also there was more of a torpedo shape than normal, and that was talked about in the live chat.
Okay. Well, I don't know I'm gonna tell you, I don't want that kind of smoke. So I'm not asking anybody how I look.
I already told you how you looked.
I mean,
that's the rule.
Listen, in my head, it's everything. But people online can be brutal. Oof. Yeah. Speaking of brutal. That's not where I was going. I didn't see Sherri coming.
Sherri Shepherd, everybody.
What? Hey.
Hi. Hi, Sherri. Whose pink boots behind her I really want.
The pink boots? I told you didn't I tell you they're size 6? Are you a size 6?
No, I'm an 8.5.
Because I didn't have my glasses on when I ordered them. And I thought they were 9, but they're 6.
There.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to the party.
Hey,
thank you.
Yes, Sherri Shepherd on. She's on with C. Mickey. It's Mother's Day this weekend, so C. Mickey, kind enough as she has children and is a funny mama, to join us. And Sherri's busy. We're being accused of stealing Kym or hiding Kym, or that Kym has sold her 49%. Kym is hosting Netflix is a Joke right now with Chris Spencer. That's an amazing excuse, and we're proud of her, and we're really excited to get her back whenever her schedule permits, probably next week.
And I believe, I think that she's hosting something. It's in honor of David Arnold.
The
Comedy Union. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so I'm happy that because that's what makes her really, really happy is and let me tell you something about Kym Whitley. She is so quick. She's a great host for a comedy show because she can think of stuff like literally really, really quickly. I wish I could be as quick as Kym hosting stuff. I get terrified when I have to host.
So you're saying Kym's fast?
You would never know. You would never know. You are very good at hosting. You do.
Well, you're not supposed to. Here's the
shows.
thing: when you do stand up or when you get on stage and you host, the audience is not supposed to know you're terrified because it's like sharks in the water. If the audience knows that you're terrified and scared, it's not going to go very well. Because they're trusting you to take them on this journey. and they're trusting that you know what you're doing. They don't need to know that you have no idea what you're doing. So,
well, you make it look good, darling.
well, thank you so much. I'm nervous when I walk out the door when they go, "It's gonna be a real good time," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" I always have to pray because I always pray, Lord, fresh grace, fresh mercy, fresh jokes, and because sometimes I'm just depleted, and I don't feel like I have anything funny to say. So I got to go, Lord, you gave me this thing. So you got to give me everything that I need to pull it off. Then the doors open up and I don't think about nothing else but walking out there, trying not to fall when I twirl. And then but nobody knows I'm nervous. Nobody knows I'm like, oh.
Nobody knows. It doesn't show.
Two quick things. Flame Monroe in the live chat. Love seeing Flame in the live chat. I'm on there now. Sherri, and loved Tiffany on your show today. We love Flame. Question for C. Mickey. Are you going to hang out for a little bit? What's your schedule?
We only have a little bit of C. Mickey. Are you supposed to be with Kym or something tonight? You look beautiful, by the way. You look really, really.
I wish Kym was here. She would flame Sherri so hard for answering for C. Mickey.
So no, I'm not actually. I was supposed to be. I had a prior commitment, so I'm going to see Craig Robinson and his band.
Craig Robinson is so funny with that. What's that thing he plays?
It's a
keyboard.
It's a keyboard.
Okay, that's what y'all want to call it. The keyboard. Yeah. We went to the Bahamas. I was a guest on The View, and so Craig Robinson was as well. And we were in the Bahamas, and it was nighttime. And I went downstairs just to have a little drink of water. And so Craig got on stage. You know, they have their band, and they were great. Mm-hmm. But Craig got on the stage, Mickey and Chris, and he took over the piano. And when I tell you, we were on the floor dancing. It was so wild, and more people came because they recognized Craig. And we had so much fun. If you've never seen Craig Robinson in concert or doing his stand-up, you are missing out. A lot of people know him from the Get It in the Pizza Man. Oh, you got, his Pizza Hut commercials.
Yeah.
Craig Robinson is funny. And you know this, Chris, because you've interviewed Craig Robinson and you've seen him.
Oh, do we want to let's bring that up, because this is a nice pat on Sherri's back. Whenever I was in LA for a few weeks at the end of the year last year, I have been a fan of Craig Robinson for a long time. I don't ask for much, do I, Sherri? I could be a little grumpy, or I could be a little passive aggressive, or actually aggressive, but I don't ask for much. And I decided I was going to lean on my dear friend Kym. See, Mickey, you ever been in this situation? And I said, you know what? I went to this place called the Bourbon Room. I'd love to establish a relationship with this venue, and also maybe steal Craig Robinson. He wouldn't be mad at me for talking to him over a drink, have some ideas. Would love to work with him. That's all. That's it. Kym, oh, I got you. You're on the list. I go, okay, does he know I'm not a weirdo and that let me steal 5 minutes from him? That's it. Whatever. Is that cool? Kym, I got you, blah, blah, blah. I go to Hollywood. I go through, what a lovely part of town. I go through, I go up, I get to the security. They're like, you're not on a list. I'm like, oh, okay. They were like, well, you can go run upstairs. Maybe you're on the other list. Okay. I go, and I was like, hey, the show's already started. Am I on the list? Not on the list. And none of that happened. And I was like, listen, I didn't show up here to get a free show. I tried to pay. They're like, no, come on in. I ended up seeing who it was. Craig had no idea. The next day, I tell the whole thing. I go, you know what? It worked out because I met the owner of the place. We ended up doing a show there that Kym was the host of eventually. And I've got shows to announce coming up there soon anyway. Also, long story short, Sherri reminded me a quick lesson. Ask her for the favor. Don't ask Kym. Sherri goes, she's like, you and Craig would be driving down the Pacific Coast Highway together right now. She's like, what are you asking Kym for?
Kym's got the connections. Yeah. Now, whether she remembers to connect you is another thing.
I think she did send the text. Oh, but she gave me trouble for asking too. She's like, you're making me blah, blah, blah. I think she sent it, and I bet Craig. I bet there was a venue mix-up. But either way, see, Mickey, if you're hanging out, I'm gonna let you two have some lady time. How's that sound?
Some lady time. I like that. Who you learning that from? Your mama?
Mom's weekend.
Learning that from your mama? The lady time?
Right. Yeah. Run to the back. It's lady time.
Put that on your profile, Chris. I know about lady time, and I know
Right.
about you.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna go to the backyard and lick some rocks. You guys have mom time. Okay.
Is that your man time? Nice.
Oh man.
So where I was headed right before you walked in, Sherri, was I was going to talk about, because I was in a takeover mode. So I was going to talk about Kendrick Lamar and this Drake situation, which has gotten serious.
So out of hand.
So out of hand. And concerning. But
here's the thing. Kendrick Lamar, I have a great deal of respect for both of them. I'm a respecter of artists, but Kendrick Lamar, I just don't know if that's Kendrick Lamar, Mickey, because Drake has beefs with many rappers, Rick Ross, for one, and other rappers. So that's not only on. That could be anybody. You know, when you feuding with a bunch of people, I just hate that they're blaming that on Kendrick Lamar when we really don't know if that's Kendrick Lamar. He had a beef with Common. Now, do I think Common is doing anything? No. But when you have that many beefs with people, you don't know who coming up doing something. But I do hate. What'd you say?
I was a little late to the party, so I didn't know what was going on. I had been hearing all these rumblings of stuff, of the music itself. I'm a huge Kendrick Lamar fan, by the way. Yes, like huge.
Right, yeah. Well, see, that's
I'm not a Drake fan, but I'm not a Drake fan. I mean, but not for any particular reason. Like I don't know.
You connect with Kendrick Lamar more.
Yeah, I think I just connect with him more. But this is what I was going to say. You've been to Canada. Anybody who's been to Canada knows it's not a very violent place. That's number one. So this is a big thing for it to have happened in Canada. You can't, they don't have guns and things on the streets like we do. And I was telling Kym, I remember the first time that I went to Canada, there was the newspaper, the main newspaper front headline was like, there was a serial killer on the loose. And I was like, oh my God, in Canada? I didn't know. And I asked me how many people this person had killed to be called a serial killer in Canada.
How many?
Take a while. Okay.
Like 12, 13 people?
Two
people? And they called him a serial
man
killer?
had killed 2 people. He was on the cover as a serial killer.
That's brunch in St. Louis.
I'm like 2 people? Oh, let him come over here. Doggone Chicago. Even on the little stretch of my block. Come on now. Wow.
Right. And he was on the run, and it was front page news. So I was like, for this to have happened in Canada, there's a lot. That's such a big deal. But I don't.
Well,
think
that's what I'm
Kendrick has
saying.
anything to do with it.
I literally don't think Kendrick has anything to do with this. I just think he's involved in so many beefs. I feel very bad for the security guard who was just taking care of his family, minding his own business. And when you're in Canada, you don't think anything like that could ever happen. And I hope and pray that he's okay. But it's really the overall picture is like, it's very sad that we are at this point that beefs go this far,
Yeah.
And I hope that this is no more of this happens. It's not that I connect with Drake. I like his music to dance to. Like I dance to Drake, but I connect with Kendrick because I think Kendrick is just Kendrick is deep. Like he really says something, but then he has songs that are just like party dance songs. But I do connect like you with
songs though are like really deep. Like, what I love is the storytelling element, right? He's literally walking through like something you can visually see and something you feel, and the way that he articulates it. Big fan here. Big fan right here. Just say it.
I love
He's,
Drake too. The way he did. Drake just does something with that. The way, I mean, they're both gifted, you know, and I wish him well. I don't think anybody writes Drake's rhymes, but you know, I'm not. That's not my forte.
Oh, no.
So it's not like comedy.
They do. I think
you know.
they do. Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Rap,
okay. Well, I'm gonna step back from that. Don't know. Whoever, if they are writing Drake stuff, hell to you. You're good.
You know who doesn't have writers?
Who?
Two Funny Mamas, and it's been 4 years. This is effectively the start of the 4th year. Can you believe that?
It's been 4 years, and let me tell you something. People told us that we were not going to last past a year, and because our team told us that celebrities do it, but they fizzle out after a year. And there have been times that Kym and I have said, this is too much, we got to let it go. But then we looked at the people, the comments and the emails from people. So sorry. Oh, this is my son. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Jeffrey? Yeah.
What time do you want me to be home?
Like here, now?
Let's mute her so they can have a conversation. Sherri, give us a thumbs up when you're done on the phone. See, Mickey, you still there?
Oh, I'm here. I want him to come home right now. That's always there.
I'm not having Jeffrey mad at me. I'm going to let them have a private conversation. We'll talk more about the 4 years. So everybody in the comments is saying how pretty Sherri looks, how pretty C. Mickey looks. So we're very excited. Would this be correct? Sorry. Lacoba says start of the 5th year. So, I mean, we're on our way to our 5th year, but it would be full. Is she muted? Oh, you there, C. Mickey?
Love you. And so, can you hear me? No? Did you mute me?
No, you weren't muted. You cut out. Sherri, you back? We'll unmute Sherri. There you go. Everything taken care of, Sherri?
No. My son wants to hang out with this girl, and she's older than him. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Let me see. He just turned 19. She's 21. My gosh. My goodness. Like, I know.
Girls mature faster than boys.
Exactly, Mickey. Exactly.
Well, I mean,
boys
is he armed?
19. I'm getting hot flashes now. I can't even think straight. Okay. Boys, is he armed? Is he armed?
Yes. Does he
Girl,
have hats?
I can't talk about this. My hot flashes are like,
what?
Oh my gosh.
I'm standing up for Jeffrey's honor, and we're going to go back to the anniversary. So Sherri was proclaiming how hard they've worked. They've stuck with it because of all the nice notes from the fans. And when you get into the deep stuff, see, Mickey, I don't know how much you've seen of that. It gets emotional. It gets serious. People appreciate the laughter that cleanses their soul. And 49% and 51% have been a huge part of that.
You hear these damn sirens outside?
I thought you were here in St. Louis.
This is what I hear. Every 30 seconds, it's sirens and police.
It's New York.
I feel like I'm living in the war zone.
Sherri, you know what I got the other day? See, Mickey, you can appreciate this. I bet this happens in Austin and L.A. A helicopter went over our studio like 6 times last week. And I was like, just catch the guy. Usually they're chasing somebody. No, these jackwagons from the news station are filming St. Louis University. There was probably like 100 people protesting, and they had a helicopter go over our studio 6 times, probably.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh, no. If the helicopter is going in L.A., they are chasing somebody, and they are cornering them and pinning them.
I'm telling you.
It's at least once a week. Guaranteed it's going to be once a week.
Not over here in New York, girl. These daggone helicopters.
They have
Um,
drones. That might be
yeah, they
though.
got the drones over here. It's crazy over here where I live. I was gonna say before I got my phone call.
Sherry's
Uh,
all discombobulated about this
I'm so
request to stay.
discombobulated because she wants to hang out this weekend. She's 21, so it's like I was like, well, no, she gotta come to the house. And he's like, Mom, she's 21, she's in college. You know, and I was like, but I need to get to meet her, Jeffrey. So she wants to go to the movies, and I know what goes on in the movies because I went to the movies with boys
We
in the
the
dark.
movies.
The movies.
What if you
And
picked the movie? What if you what if you said, okay, sure, but I get to pick the movie, and you just pick the worst movie?
no, what if I pick the movie and I'm sitting 6 rows back? How about that?
Or better yet, pick a movie that you're in the movie and come on the screen.
What was that movie that Kym and
Go see
Niecy?
Beauty Shop or Brian Banks.
Yeah, that the one that the wig that Kym and Niecy just lit up at the premiere.
Yeah, or abducted Carlina White with Keke Palmer. Oh my God, I need you to go
That-
see where I was a prostitute. I forgot the name of that movie.
Or-
One for the money.
Poor Jeffrey
my
would
God.
be wounded.
Oh my God, he would be humiliated. He wouldn't. It would be horrible. I'd have to sneak and do it. Or maybe I can hire somebody to like do that. Like just sit in the bag. I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna hire somebody to do that.
What do y'all think? Should Sherri hire somebody to sit and watch Jeffrey? What do y'all think?
I
Tell us
sure
in the
am,
comments.
and this is one
See,
where public opinion will not sway me.
See, Mickey,
you
you're
hear
gonna
this?
you're gonna get a line of listeners sending their resumes to be Sherri's secret spy. That's what you're.
This
gonna
is where
encourage.
I really need Andre over here, or my Jeffrey's former Manny Minier. That Kym, what do you call it when they take somebody for pilfered? Is that the word?
Yeah.
That she pilfered from me. Minier was Jeffrey's Manny, and somehow he became Joshua's Manny. Then he became Kym's driver. Then it became Kym's pool man. Then it became Kym's Christmas tree fixer-upper. Then it became Kym's, and I go, then he was never available for me or Jeffrey because he was always at Kym's
and
house.
just to keep it rolling, he's now the Nest installer.
He's now the Nest installer.
Wait.
Like,
Is this the same guy that called me about a Hulu thing or a Roku thing or something? Like, but it was like an entertainment thing, and now she's relegated him to that.
Was Minier. The last time I talked to Minier, it was when she was looking for a bed. He was sitting in the parking lot while she was at the dial by number bed place, and I go, I need Minier to be with Jeffrey, and she was like, well, he can't because he's taking me bed shopping. So this is where I would need Minier or Andre to come and sit in the movie theater to watch Jeffrey, but neither here nor there, because I'm everything is hurting in my body every time I think about this. But we kept going for 4 years because we would get like these emails. Like there was one gentleman in Hong Kong or something, and he would listen to us, Kym and I, while he rode his bike to work. And he said he was laughing so hard. You remember that, Chris?
I
that
do.
He crashed his bike, like broke some of his teeth in his
That's
mouth,
terrible.
completely tore up his bike because he was laughing so hard. And remember, we were trying to figure out how we could get a Two Funny Mamas t-shirt to him. Like he freaking
Should have sent him
weren't
one of those
making no
Two Funny
money
Mamas
then.
masks.
Yeah, like a mask. Yeah, we weren't making any money, but we was like, how can we send this to Hong Kong? And Chris was like, my production company we don't know how to ship internationally, so it's never gonna get to them.
If you want to pay $200, yeah. Gosh, no, it's wild to see this. Oh, go ahead, Sherri. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say it was like during COVID, and what really kept us was so many frontline workers would say that they went and sat in their car and listened to the podcast, and how much we really got to see Kym. But we knew this because this is why we're comics. How much laughter heals a soul, and it was just nonstop. And we were able to help teachers, and raise money for them. So it's been a blessing for Kym and I as well to do this podcast. And we're so grateful, extremely grateful, because our Two Funny Mamas fans, it's hard to navigate that NAACP Image Award website.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yet, and
Yeah.
that's the fans that vote you in to get that award. And we won twice, back to back awards. And it wasn't like in the other podcasts that were going against us, they had more people. Remember we were concerned about that, Chris? It was like Tamar Braxton. It was Kevin Hart. They had way more followers than us, but we had people who were they committed to voting for us. So when we won our NAACP Image Awards back to back, it really meant something. And, it has really kept us going. So we're very thankful that this is 4 years strong for Two Funny Mamas.
It's amazing. And I'm
It's
telling Chris
amazing.
that when I first got on, I was also saying that I'm so honored to just even have a little sliver part of this. So I just want to thank you all too for allowing me to, hang out. But you know what I think it was too? The all podcasts have like different angles. And I think it was the angle and the authenticity of you all talking as mothers. And in that pandemic, most of us had no clue who our children really were. They were these people that we saw for a couple of hours, and then we sent them to school and we went to work. And, that was routine life. But now, well, then in that period of time, we didn't know what was happening. People were frustrated. And you all brought laughter in a moment where there was literally nothing funny going on in life. Like nothing funny was happening. And people could hear like how you all were feeling about being with your children the whole time, and they were feeling the same way. So it made people not feel alone, and so many people felt just alone in that,
Right.
locked down, and it was worldwide, right? It wasn't something that was just going on in this one little spot. So it was huge what you all did.
We would do lives, I remember, because it was just Jeffrey and I, and that was like he didn't want to be bothered with me. So I felt so by myself in the house. And the one thing that I just loved was Kym would have Whitley on Wheels, and she would invite maybe 5 people because it was COVID, so you couldn't have a bunch of people. And we would be outside and roller skating on her tennis court. That's when I busted up my elbow. I still got a scar on my elbow, busted it up and busted my knee up. But it was so much fun just to be around people. And there were people who weren't able to do that. So for them to be able to live vicariously through us, it's been just wonderful. Now we I don't know if we need to grow beyond showing our feet and not showing up on time. And this is not on Kym. This is on me too, because I eat on the podcast too. We need to, Chris has got to get it together. He got to stop slacking off. We all got work to do. I'm glad you were silent, Chris. I'm glad. You got so much air in both your cheeks. I know you want to say something, but you got to be accountable at some point in your life,
even
Chris.
Red. He's turning different colors, Sherri.
Chris don't want to hold himself accountable, but at some point, we all got to hold ourselves accountable, Chris. You can't keep running forever, behind the excuses. And Kym would say the same thing. Thank God, this is here. Y'all both be running behind the accountability. But I'm gonna say it. I gotta, what do you call it? Level up, as Sierra says it.
I'd love that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start paying these bills to you on time. I think I'm gonna start paying you on time. I think I'm gonna make that commitment. Maybe I'm gonna think about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I say we got a little more than a month for my 40th birthday. Maybe that's a gift that you just pay your bill on.
Yeah. Sometimes I gotta think about it.
Can't see Chris. I need everybody to know that he is red, hot, fire, mad red.
Yeah, I can see it, and I don't even have my glasses on. I can see it. Look like
little flames.
Flames
coming out of his cheeks. There's a little smoke coming behind his ears. Remember when we were little in the cartoons, they had the smoke that would come out of their ears?
Mhm.
I just thought,
Doing, 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 doing. That, yeah.
I wish I had an Oscar to give Sherri for that acting job. That was that was really good. She didn't break, and I kept waiting for her to be like, "Oh," and then she's like, "No, this is something we need to all
No,
kind
that's
of
not
focus
an
on."
actress. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, can I promote my comedy club? I'm going to be in D.C. But I don't know
You can
when.
literally do whatever you want.
No, I'm gonna be at a comedy club in June, I think. It's called Nate Burkes's Comedy Club. No, it's not Nate Burkes.
You're talking about in Tacoma, outside of Tacoma?
Yes, it's called Nate.
Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club?
Yes, it's called Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club. Is there a date on there? It's June. Was it 14th?
We'll level up. One day we'll have things. Right. Yeah.
And my show with Joe has been canceled.
We let people know that. Yeah. So Super Funny Comedy Club, you can go to superfunnycomedyclub.com/calendar, or you can go to sherrishowtv.com to see all of her dates. But Sherri is there. This is me buying time. Sherri is there June 14th and 15th.
Okay, it is June 14th and 15th. And I have some really big news, but I can't say it because I didn't. Until you sign a contract, it's not.
Until the ink's dry.
It's not yours. Until the ink is dry, this is where people get into trouble all the time. And then you have actors going, that role was mine. That role was mine. Until you sign a contract, nothing is yours. So I can't say what the news is, but I'm about to sign the contract. So I'm very excited because I'm going to be working with some big names when I sign the contract, and some names that you love, our followers will love. And I'm really, really excited. And somebody that you really love, like you guys
my God, Sherri,
really love. I know. I have to tell y'all off camera. And Kym Whitley was instrumental in this, helping this person secure.
Anybody. She knows everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kym knows everybody. You got to stay on her, though, to connect you with everybody. And she connected me.
True.
And this person will be signing their contract. And this is a person that once you find out, I'll let you know. It like the negotiations are going on like as we speak, because I gotta sign these contracts very quickly. And then the other big name is involved there. I'll be letting you know very soon. But there's a person that you absolutely love and adore and respect and will be so happy, and you will see this person on the screen and just like cry. So I'm very excited.
Oh, I want to come on.
You know, well,
here's the
thing, it's hard for me to be an actress because I'm doing a talk show and I can't, it takes up all of my time and everything. So to be able to get back to what I do as an actress, it makes me happy. So very excited. But
was the first thing you said you want to be on? See, Mickey?
Yeah.
She's really filling in for Kym today. Like, that's amazing. She didn't say anything else. I'm so happy for you. This is going to be amazing. She goes, put me on.
Yeah, here's the thing that Kym would say. When I tell her
That's great, see, Mickey.
And see, Kym is going to go, why you didn't tell him about me?
Obviously. See, Mickey was much more eloquent.
Say, did you tell him that I wanted to do this too? They're like, no, I didn't think about it.
You have not. Closed mouth don't get fed. You never know.
But here's the thing. It's not like Kym don't get off. First of all, is she talking about the fact that she's going to be on the Upshaws? Like, she's got a recurring character, and they called her back. Like, and so Kym is about to go shoot her role on the Upshaws. So it's not like Kym is this person who doesn't work. They call Kym all the time. So she be coming at people like she don't never work. Why you didn't tell him I wanted to do it? Because you're not available, Kym, because you work all the time. So I already know that's what Kym's going to say.
Kym will actually be, I guess I probably should have pulled this up, huh? She'll be in, you know what? I don't know where she's going.
She's this Saturday, if you're in Fort Lauderdale, she's at the Lauderhill Performing Arts. Yeah, if you're in Fort Lauderdale or South Florida, go see, this is worth a 3, 4, 5, 6 hour drive or a quick flight. It's the Kyms of comedy. It's Kym Whitley, Kim Coles, Kim Fields.
Oh, it's this weekend.
Kym Wayans on Saturday
Yes.
at the Lauderhill Performing Arts Center.
If you are in Fort Lauderdale, let me tell you about the Kyms of comedy. It's so funny. Kym Wayans, Kim Coles, Kim Fields, and Kym Whitley. Now, everybody but Kim Fields is a stand-up, but she's a comedic actress. But having all four of the Kyms together, and then they do a Q&A, and they talk, and it's a panel discussion. It is so funny, which is why they're taking it on the road, because the first time they did it, it was like a line around the block, and there was a bunch of people that couldn't get in. So now they're taking it to different venues. It's so, so funny. I might even take a flight in. It's this weekend?
Saturday.
Yeah.
It's doors at 7:30, show at 8.
Oh, I got to do my laundry. But if I get done with all my laundry, and get Jeffrey's laundry.
I want to give you trouble and be like, laundry is your barrier to entry, but I see the closet that you're in, and I'm like, you probably have a fair amount of laundry.
Yeah, and y'all don't understand. I got boxes and boxes of stuff that I have to, because I just moved. I got to unbox everything. So, but I might surprise Kym. I guess if I can. That's very cool. And then I'm in Nate Berkus's Very Funny Comedy Club, June 4th. Not Nate Berkus. Jeez. What is that?
You should say a different Nate. Nate Jackson.
I'm in Nate Jackson's Very Funny Comedy Club, June 14th through the 16th, I believe. So it's Friday and Saturday. So it's one of those days.
14th and 15th. 4 shows.
It's Friday and Saturday.
4 shows.
So it's 4 shows. You can go to sherryshowtv.com to purchase your tickets, and I would love to see you. And I'm very excited if you come to Tacoma, Washington. And then I got some other stuff that I'm doing, and then we wrap on the show May 30th.
Woo!
And I I want to go, Mickey. Like, I'm so exhausted because we had a 3-week hiatus, and I worked during the entire hiatus doing Jimmy Kimmel and Access, all this stuff to promote my show. I called up our friend Cynthia, and I said, I want to go somewhere. I want to go on a vacation. I got to get away. Like, I want to do an eat, pray, love kind of deal.
Yes, and she's the perfect person. And can we just pause and say happy birthday, Cynthia?
It is our friend Cynthia's birthday, and she texted me, and she said, it's my birthday. Do I not get a phone call? My alarm didn't go off. And so
she texted me too, and I was trying to call, then I was going to try to make an Instagram post. So we're just going to dedicate this moment to Cynthia. Happy birthday. I love you. I will see you next week.
But
I want to go on the Eat, Pray, Journey Love thing tour. Wherever
girl,
I want to go.
Honey, you married. You ain't gonna be able to handle what's about to go down over in another country.
No,
Are you kidding me? I wouldn't dare expose you to all of that. Do you understand?
I still need time to myself, and I need to eat, pray, and love too. I don't know.
You know what somebody told me? The reason why I want to go to Italy. I've been saving for this. Do you remember
go?
Huh?
Is that where you're going?
That's where I want to go. I want to go to Greece. I want to go to Italy. I've been saving. I've never gone on a vacation outside of, Florida or Atlanta. I've never gone on a vacation abroad, and I want to do it. I want to do something different. My birthday just passed, and so Brigitte Nielsen. Remember Brigitte Nielsen? She was on Flavor of Love. When I lived in LA, we would get our nails and feet done at the same place. And Brigitte Nielsen is married to an Italian man that is 10 or 20 years younger than she or than her. And she said to me, Sherri, you got to go out of the country. That's where you got to go. You got to go out of the country. I said, I'm not, and her guy was a waiter or something like that. And she brought him over here, and then they ended up having a baby after like 10 years of trying. And I said, I'm not trying to go out there and get a waiter and then bring him back. I might as well go over to Chipotle and do the same thing. Like, Popeyes is right down the street. I can do that anywhere. But I do just want to go.
All day long.
You said what?
Kicking babies all day long.
Exactly. And first of all, if you think you getting your residency ship because you gonna get me pregnant, you gonna be sorely disappointed. They gonna ship you way back. She ain't got no baby. Uh, but I just want to explore. I've only been to Italy to do stand-up comedy for the troops, and I went to Greece to do stand-up comedy, and I went to Turkey to do stand-up comedy, and Spain to do stand-up. Now I know Spanish a little bit, so Spain would be great, but something about Italy, I would just like to
Well,
go and just have fun.
Spanish and Italian are very close together. So
They are.
I actually have been learning, I've been on Duolingo because I wanted to learn Spanish because we just all should know another language, which I was doing really good. And then I fell off because it was a whole thing, but whatever. Anyway, I started duoing. And so I'm doing Spanish and Italian. And it's been very easy to pick up the Italian because it's really, really close.
And
So my
yeah.
goal, I've never been to Italy either. And I've been around the world. I've been a bunch of places. But do you know why I haven't been to Italy?
Why?
So 20 something years ago, when my oldest son was born, we had this whole trip booked, and like our family was going, like everybody was going. It was a big old thing. Like 12 people were going, right? And lo and behold, my oldest son was born early. And so I didn't go. But I told my husband, I was like, the whole family's going. Like, we paid for everything. So you go. So it's always been this running joke that, like, at some point, I would go to Italy. I have been around the globe probably 3 times. And for
Yeah.
whatever reason, I have yet to get to Italy. So that's my goal, too. So, see, I want to go to Italy, too, Sherri.
Well, Italy sounds good. Now, and here's the thing: you can come to Italy with us. I love it.
I'm
Now, if we
coming.
invite Kym, 21 other people gonna come. Kym can't come.
We're not going
I
to
don't like a
okay.
lot. I can't do a lot of people. Yeah. When you travel with Kym, it's 21 of y'all trying to figure out
Yes,
where
it is.
everybody going to eat. Trying to figure out where everybody going. It's too much.
It's too much.
But 3 people is cool, and I plan on going to Italy and doing some damage.
Oh, okay. So this maybe isn't my cat. So I'll be back at the room. I'm just gonna be reading a book, probably, maybe writing some. I
I
will be,
don't. Yeah,
yeah.
well, whatever works for
I don't
you.
mind damage.
But I'm going to
I don't.
meet somebody with the heavy, very heavy Italian accent, and I'm gonna tell
Okay.
him you're not coming back home with me. So
I'm not mad at that. I support you in that decision.
the Italians make you feel. They make you. It's just that romantic language. They make you feel really, really beautiful. They're really, really, and so use my
Well, I
Spanish
also think,
Italian.
I mean, our accents in America aren't that interesting. Not really.
No, it's
I
not.
mean, they don't make you feel anything. That's why when somebody's like, "Hey, yo, shorty," okay,
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I do get a tingle when somebody's like, "Yeah, look here, little mama."
okay,
That does do something
okay.
for me. A good crip walk
Well,
can melt my heart.
a crip walk? That's
A
all it
good crip.
takes?
If I'm not saying that's
Okay.
all it takes, I'm saying it can melt a little bit of the
Like,
iceberg.
okay.
A good crip walk. Yeah, a good conversation, and I'm like, "You was in for how long?" I start feeling heat. So I'm not gonna lie, be transparent. But I would like to, hola, ¿cómo te va? Hola, señorina. That would be, hey, very cool.
Okay, okay. I think you should
Is
go to
it
France, though.
so?
France.
No, I don't want to
I
go to
think you
France.
should
I
go
don't
to
want to go to France. Not interested in going to
No?
France. Nope.
No?
Not
Okay.
interested. Nope. Spain or Italy or Greece.
Spain.
No,
Greece?
that's not in that order.
Or
Italy, Greece, or Spain. Greece
Italy,
has those
Greece.
beautiful waters. Any of our followers, if you've been out of the country, tell me the best place you've been. I saw the Maldives, and the Maldives were like amazing.
Well, I've been to the Maldives, and let me tell you, the Maldives is so gorgeous. It's not going to help you accomplish your eat, play, pray, love moment, but it is a gorgeous place to relax. It's so beautiful there. You don't even feel like it's real. Like it's
Yeah,
one
the
of those
Maldives.
vacations I look back and I'm like, did I go there? Like the pictures are just stunning. It's
Yeah, it's pristine, and I've seen it. But I want to go to Italy, and I want to call Kim and be like, I'm underneath the bed. I think I'm gonna be taken. I can see, I can see that.
Ah!
I'm going, ah!
Sherri, Darletha wants you to know, back in the day, what got her going. Mine was, hey, Slim, can't lie. I got a little tingle down low.
Well, damn.
Deanna.
Hey, Slim, I can't get you lie. I got a little tingle.
Hey now, Darletha, loyal listener and viewer since the beginning, by the way. Good for Darletha. Deanna says Italian men love black, beautiful women.
All right now.
They do. I have heard this.
Melissa agrees.
All right.
Carla Watkins likes Porto, Portugal.
Portugal. That's a good one. I absolutely could go to Portugal.
I'm writing a list. I'm making a list.
No. I was writing it down too.
C. Cavan says Greece was such a beautiful place. Santorini.
I'm writing that down. Santorini.
That's where all the pretty pictures are. When people take the picture and they got the big dress, the flying dress,
swing.
that's what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
And and it's white and blue. And if I was at my house, I'd show you a picture I painted like a Santorini background.
Come in and say hi to everybody. Yeah. I want y'all to come say. Jeffrey's gonna say hi. Get off the phone for a second. No,
the man, the myth, the legend.
Hey, Jeffrey, come on in here.
Come on over closer to my head.
What's up, Jeffrey?
Oh, what's up?
Breathe in my face.
Hi. Can I go? I'm gonna go.
Yeah, did you?
No, I wanna go.
What'd you have to drink?
No.
Did you have some soda or something?
I had water.
Okay. All right. Did you have a good time? It was all right.
We'll talk after this.
Okay, all right.
Oh.
Okay.
Talk later. Dubai is hot. Phyllis says Dubai is hot and very clean.
No, but how was the rain in Dubai?
Is it? Yeah, it didn't.
It depends on if they turn their machines on that day.
Yeah, but no. They were like underwater, Chris. I'm not trying to get trapped.
No, I know. I know they did.
It'd be like Sally Field.
Yeah, they were like playing with they were playing with the clouds or something. Was that true? Or did it just literally rain?
I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing for the flooding that happened, but our friends from Mutombo Coffee, Veronica, was giving me an update over there that the flooding did screw things up. But I'm probably speaking out of turn here, but I've read or I've heard a million times that they do have, like, they can control the weather there because they're just infinitely rich. Seriously.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Let me look it up so I don't sound like an idiot.
I don't trust anybody that controls the weather. That took that away from God. Now you can control the weather. That's scared me.
This is from CBS News, so the source is good. It's so hot in Dubai that the government is artificially creating rainstorms. Yeah. With temperatures in Dubai regularly surpassing 115 degrees in heat, government decided to take control of scorching weather. This is from 2021.
That just shows you because Dubai is literally a what do they call it when they manufacture these animals? What's that word called when they make a chicken that's not real, but genetic. Yeah, what's that called?
You could say,
well, genetic modification is when they do it to the bird.
Yeah, when they genetically modify. Dubai was not a real place. Was genetically modified.
I mean, it's a desert. Yeah. So here's how it works. Do you want to hear this?
Desert. Yeah.
They make it in Dubai and UAE. They make it rain artificially using electrical charges from drones to manipulate the weather and force rainfall across the desert nation.
Dubai was a desert that literally, if you think about all of these genetically modified animals that now they think we can eat that were not real, like Dubai sprung up from a desert, all underwater. So yes, it makes sense that they can genetically modify the weather and control it. All of that is beyond my pay grade. and I don't like it.
Well,
But
because
you
you don't
gave
know
me some
what's
really
going to
good
happen with
fake
it.
bags. Huh?
You don't know what's going to happen with it because God is always in control. That's number one.
Yeah,
You tinker around up
absolutely.
there if you want to,
You
and
tinker.
your
God
house
don't
that was
like that.
built on sand.
It's like when you, Mickey, it's like when you take your mother's car and you're not supposed to be in her car driving.
You ever done that?
And you, yeah, I have. And
I know.
with the police. Absolutely taking my mother's car. And you know what? You get in trouble. Then you get back and it's hell to pay. You start messing with the weather, and then when you done took God's car, and when you pull back in,
It's going to be a problem.
it's gonna be
I'm
so
with
let's
you. Back to the
you
list. Sanatory
let's
is
stick
where I
let's
left
stick
off.
with
Puerto
the
Vallarta,
sanatories, the Portugals, Puerto
Hope Gamble.
Vallarta.
Hope Gamble.
Whoa.
Hope Gamble says Puerto Vallarta. I've been to Puerto Vallarta. I went there when I was
I've been to-
seven. When I was 17. There might be some 20-year-old children there by now.
Yeah, I think Puerto Vallarta, that's like there's a lot of the young ones. I want to, like, you know where you used to be able to go? Acapulco. That was really great, but now it's like the drug cartel. You can't even go to Acapulco. It's so beautiful.
True.
But y'all are giving some really good ones. You're really giving some good ones.
Here, let me
But,
scroll
like,
up. I got a few more. Sorry.
You know where my one of my favorite places, two of my favorite places are
What?
Aruba.
Have I
is
gone to
one
Aruba before? No, I have
places.
not gone. Mm-hmm.
And you're right there. It's really quick for you to get there too. You're a hop
What, to
skip.
Aruba? Yeah, it is. Aruba
Yes.
and the Bahamas is really, really quick to get
Bahamas is cool. I've been to the Bahamas, but in terms of like quiet, calm, peace, which is what I try to go on vacation for because the rest of my life is like
there.
Bon Air, which is right by Aruba. Just hop right on
Okay.
over. Those are my two favorite places. I'm
Is your
going
husband
to
gonna let you go? Is your husband gonna let you go to Italy with us? For real?
Wait, what do you? How would you know? Are you gonna make her sign?
Oh.
Make her sign a permission slip? Like, how does this work?
I'm just saying.
You know what? We're going to talk about the word let. It's so interesting.
All right. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm
There
just
is-
saying. Look, let me say. I know the word "let" may be a trigger, but you are in a partnership, and it's
I am
something
in a
you can't
partnership.
just go to your husband and go, you know what? I decided I'm going to Italy with Cynthia and Sherri, and your
Well-
husband
He's going to
goes,
say, okay.
I think Sherri's operating from a standpoint of Sherri has a not safe for work checklist in her head, and she's worried about you and the sanctity of your marriage. I think that's where Sherri's operating
I
from.
don't want to be the cause of nobody
Listen,
getting in
no. At this age in my life and at this age of time in my marriage, there's not a let, right? If I want to go, we have a trusting relationship. He is not worried about me going to Italy. You can do whatever. You think I got friends? I got friends who aren't on TV.
Okay,
And
well
they do
then
stuff.
that is
And
that is the last word.
I am very good at being the designated driver, the person who can shuttle everybody safely out of said situation. I'm that person. I'm your bail.
You was not the designated driver the last time we were out, Missy.
That's right. That's right. But that was
I seem to
but that was
remember you
different.
screaming out of the window, and all the neighbors
That was
could
different.
hear you. What was different
But
about
that was
that?
different.
What was different
I'll
about
tell
that?
you what was different. It was
Let
Ron
me tell you how
Isley's
the Mickey
birthday.
party. It was
It was
Ron
Ron
Isley's
Isley's birthday.
He had a birthday party.
It was an open bar with really quality liquor, y'all. This was not like cheap liquor.
Well, see, Mickey, what do you think
For all
Italy's
my-
gonna be? Italy is an open bar country.
Yeah, but that was different though. That's different.
You
Let me tell you,
is
I was
special.
having angel's envy, which if any of you out there are a whiskey drinker, I was having
Special
angel's
stuff.
envy. Delicious.
Let me
And
tell
I
you
had a
something
lot
about
of
C.
it.
Mickey. C. Mickey is the most fun to go out with. This is a woman that's so super duper intelligent, classy, articulate, big mucky muck at her job, like leader, boss lady. But when she starts having a good time, you better watch out. Don't step on her foot. That's all I'm gonna say. Do not step on her foot. Do not see Mickey. And it was C. Mickey. It was Kym Whitley It was Lisa Ray and it was me. And we go to Ron Isley's birthday party. And it was we had so much fun with dancing, and they had an open bar. And see, Mickey got very happy, very, very happy. And so we were in the car, and I'll never forget it. When I say, and all I remember is we're in the car. I'm tired as I'll get up. And see, Mickey is telling Lisa Ray how she followed some dude into the bottom of the parking structure because he cut her off. And he didn't think it. He called her a bitch or something. He didn't think, see Mickey. And then he turned and went into his parking structure. And she followed him into the
Sure
parking
did.
structure. Scared the mess out of that man because he never expected that.
Sure did.
And then Lisa Ray is gangster herself. So Lisa Ray's driving her SUV. She's like, I like you. We could fight together. And I'm like, where am I at? Where am I at?
It's true.
You see, Mickey puts the window down. She's screaming out the window. And I'm going, where is the articulate, intelligent mucky muck at the corporate lady? Gone. Ratchet Rosie appeared. And you
Well,
go.
her name is Boom Quisha.
Huh? What's your
Her name is Boom Quisha.
Boom Quisha. That's exactly who she was. When I tell you, I got out that daggone car and heard Boom Quisha all the way 8 blocks away. So we're going to have fun in Italy. Because
Yes,
you can't do that in Dubai. They're going to put us in prison. We'll never come back.
No, they got a noise ordinance. But you know what else too? That was actually, so what's funny is I didn't really drink in the pandemic. Like I literally stopped drinking like in month 2, because in month 2 of the pandemic, I found myself standing in the liquor store with 2 big bottles of Crown, like massive, like up to my neck. And I was like, wait a minute, why am I buying this? I literally said that to myself out loud. I put the bottles down. And I went home and I told my husband, I said, we're either going to be raging alcoholics when this is over, or divorced, or we're going to really fall in love with each other all over again. And so thankfully, the latter is what happened. But I stopped drinking. And so that whole party, I think that was the first time that I had a drink. Like the whole, so I don't even know that I had that much. You know, I mean, okay.
I don't know. You were having a good time. We had a great time. Like, it wasn't bad. We had a really good time. Then sometimes I think that's what you got to do. You got to get with your girlfriends. Like, because you can really let go with your girls more so than you can your partner, your husband. You know, with your girlfriends, you can let go and be as crazy and wild. And you have that trust that they're going to have your back and protect
he knows. Oh, no, he knows. At one point he was going to get a t-shirt that said, yep, that's my wife. Because we would go to a concert, inevitably, like I would end up on stage, just, you know, random. And he's like, he's so used to it. He's like, the most random things happen to you and you end up in the most random situations. And he's so used to it. So, you know, he wouldn't have been surprised. He would have been like, yep, that sounds right.
That's my wife. I like that t-shirt. Yep, that's my wife.
Yep,
so we can go to Italy. I'll talk to Cynthia because that's a big change of plans, because we were going to go to like a place where they do like yoga and healing and massage and fasting.
Oh, she's going to talk about all of that. Oh, she's going to talk you into that. There's only going to be so much debauchery. Her debauchery is limited to about a decimal.
Well, I mean, I talk about debauchery too, but at the same time, I got to take a nap before I debauch anything. So before I go debauching, I got to get some sleep. I do a lot of debauching in my mind, but really, frankly, I'm going to be sleeping a lot, you know. But I think that Italy is a really great place to go, because I think it's just,
Well, I'm down. Give me dates. I'm ready. Except in June, we are going to Cuba.
Oh, you're going to Cuba?
I am going to
Cuba.
Yes, and
You
I'm
are going
so
to
excited about that.
Yeah, that's very, very cool. Who you going with?
Well, my husband is a big
Amelia?
scuba diver,
Oh, that's right. Your
and
husband is.
yes, he's going to be doing some sort of special diving thing, and um,
And you're
I'm
just
not
gonna
sure.
be. You know what I want
I
to?
don't dive.
I know you don't dive. Do you play golf?
I do
I
not, but I
literally.
can have a lot of fun doing it.
I want you and Kym to take some golf lessons, and here's why. Because, and I'm gonna take them out here during the summer. Everybody has these golf tournaments. George Lopez, Samuel Jackson, Steve Harvey. Like, golf is the place where people go to meet people. And also, I was talking to the Rocky Carroll, who used to be on the show The Rock, and he's on NCIS. And Samuel Jackson taught him to play golf. And he said, Sherri, he said, when you play golf, that's how you can tell how a man handles life. You'll see what he does when he gets angry, if he's a cheater, if it's all a metaphor for life. And he goes, that's the best place to go and meet somebody. And I said, then I need to take my golf lessons. So I want y'all to take golf lessons. I'm going to take them out here because that's a good place to do it. We go play some rounds of golf because I'm not diving. But I loved it. I'm very surprised. Your husband's a diver and you don't dive with him. That's the way that you bond.
No, no, because one, I have
Making hand
vertigo.
signs and pointing at starfish. I don't know. I think there's other things.
I would think they would be kind of sexy, y'all diving together with your fins.
It's a lot of equipment. It's a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And I get distracted really easily. I might see something pretty and forget to do or something or push a button. You got to carry all that stuff. And I don't want to carry all that stuff. I don't want to have to remember anything. I just want to put my bathing suit on, jump in the water. But having a strap on, a tank, and this thing on the side, and then you got to put this thing in your mouth and make sure that thing is hoses. It's too much. I'm not doing all that. I just want to put a bathing suit on, get in the water.
Distracted.
That's it.
You be like that movie. You remember that movie where the two people went scuba diving at sea and the boat left them and they were stuck in the middle of the water? Remember that movie, Chris?
I couldn't. It's Open Water, I think is what it's called.
Open Water. You ever seen that? See, Mickey?
Oh, he's seen it. He told me about it, but I didn't watch it. I have zero interest in it.
Getting distracted. Boat would leave.
If you get motion sickness, you'll get it from that movie. It's them bobbing in the water for an hour and a half before they.
Yeah, but the sharks is around.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, true story.
I love sharks though. But I love sharks.
Well, you won't love them if you're if you're on the menu.
No, sharks get a bad rap. So when we went to the Maldives, I'm gonna tell you, when we went to the Maldives, everybody was like, oh, you should see the manta rays. They're so pretty. They're so beautiful. He's going to hate this because he loves manta rays. Have you ever seen a manta ray? I'm not talking about a stingray that's about this big. I'm talking about
I've seen a stingray with the black things. Yeah. No, I've never seen a manta ray.
A manta ray looks just like a stingray, which is about this big, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a manta ray is as big as your couch. They are born with a 6-foot wingspan. So imagine your couch. Everybody look at your couch right now and imagine it in the water. Now imagine 40 couches in the water swimming around you. And they don't have any teeth. So, no, they're not going to bite you. That's not what you're worried about. But they swim with their mouth open. And so it's like, you remember that weird little creepy clown thing? So it looks like this the whole time. You ready?
Yeah. Oh, no.
That's what's coming at you. It's coming at you.
But do they sting you?
Nope, they don't. They are not violent in any sort of. They're not harmful, but they are massive. So
they'll not.
And
they
you
will
are
bump
not
into
ready.
You.
They get very close to you. They will come. So when I got in the water, I jump off the boat and I get it and I put my head down and one of them came right here. Whoop! I was like, nope. That is the end. I am out of the water. And so God bless
I don't want
Michelle. This woman named Michelle and her daughter, they were snorkeling with us because we were snorkeling. Michelle comes to me because I full on panicked. Like, Sherri, I started like kind of losing it a little bit because it was terrifying. And I was like, I need my husband for this moment because he knows how to like calm me down. I'm the wild one in the group. If you hadn't figured that out yet, right? He can calm me down and he'll be like, it's okay. And this is, you know what I mean? But he wasn't there because he was about 100 feet below. So Michelle says to me, if you want me to hold your hand, I can. I said, you are no substitute for my husband. Not at all. Not at all. No, I don't want you to hold my hand. Don't come near me. Get away from me. No.
Well, let me tell you something. That's not going to happen to us in Italy.
Okay, but
because we're not.
I have to tell you about the shark.
Oh, yeah.
So later that day, we go snorkeling again. And what do I see? A shark. I see 2 of them. And you know what they do? They look at me like, you stay over there and we're going to stay over here. And I was like, cool. Manta ray?
But
right.
But you said sharks are that sharks get a bad rap. So what you said to me was when the shark said you stay over there, I'll stay over here. That don't say that they get a bad rap. They say they some bad MFers. And they telling you, if you come over near me, I'm gonna F you up. That's what it sounds like. It don't sound like a bad rap to me.
They're very like, okay, all right, you're over there. I'm gonna stay over here and it's all fine. Yeah, but
Mickey, the problem is usually we don't stay over there. We tend to float ass first over there.
No, we do.
Yeah, we do.
We stayed where we were supposed to be, but they didn't stay where they were. Some people didn't stay where they were supposed to be. Now, I don't know them people, but there are those people. Yes, yes, that is a manta ray. Now imagine 40 of those in the water with you.
Okay, this is what I'm trying to picture. If there was 40 of those, how did you get back up to the surface? Because they would be like literally underneath the water.
They're in layers. They go in layers. So some of them are on top, and then it's like layers underneath. Boop, 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 boop.
It's like being on the 405 freeway. You got to bob in between the cars.
That's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. They sort of go and they travel together because they go and get their little baths and stuff together. And like they have like a little shark thing that they do where they get cleaned and all that. It's the whole thing. Me personally, I didn't care for it. It was beautiful, but it was way too much emotionally. So if I die,
I made the right decision.
I'm gonna see even more. I'm gonna be way up closer. I was just snorkeling. I was just on the top of the water.
That's why I'm telling you to take golf lessons, Mickey. All of what you're saying, that's not happening in Italy.
Well, the only thing I'm going to do with golf is drive the cart. I'm going to drink beer and drive the cart. Yes, I drink beer.
You got to learn how to play. You have a good time. Everybody who golfs tells me that they have such a great time. Like they're addicted to golf. Like even the women I know who golf, they take their clubs everywhere with them.
I like a good game of putt.
No, not miniature golf, but golfing. Just you and Kym go and take a couple lessons. Tell me how you like it, because I do want to go golf. Can you imagine us going golfing in Italy, and we might meet the Italian president golfing.
Well, between you and Cynthia, we absolutely will.
Absolutely.
Exactly what will happen.
Well, no matter what you do, you got to have great skin. And to have great skin, you need Miracle Buttercream. And you know what? It's Mother's Day this weekend. Sita Lewis, look at this. Your friend Kym has been on this podcast for approximately a minute and a half in the last 3 months, but she managed to jump on in that minute and a half and get this donated from our friends at Miracle Buttercream, the sponsor of the Support of Black Business segment. Sita sent this to Kym, and for the auction for the charity that Kym was involved with, was that Special Needs Network or either way?
Yeah.
So yes. Sita sent this to Kym. Shout out to Ariva Martin. Shout out to Special Needs Network. Shout out to Sita for all the businesses she has made possible to come on here. And you know what? It's time. It's Mother's Day weekend. It's a big weekend for all the people that watch this show, for me, for you, for everybody. If you have a friend, a mother, a grandma, an aunt, anybody that needs a great gift, every person I've given this to is blown away. We've got Deja buying it. She's running the board tonight. My mom loves it. Anybody, every type of person can benefit from Miracle Buttercream. And shout out to Ceda Lewis. And be sure to support her this Mother's Day weekend.
I need you to send me Ceda's number because I just bought a big bundle for myself, and everybody in my family is asking for it. I love this so much because I use it on my feet and my heels. It's so great when you get out of the shower. They got a lot of products. So this is a really good Mother's Day gift. But I need Ceda's number because I know that you get a 2 Funny Mamas discount, or is it already embedded in the price?
TFM 15 is live, and always tune in and be sure to check it out. Yeah.
And thank you, Ceda, because Ceda is sponsoring our Black business, and she's doing amazing. And her product, Miracle Buttercream, is so good. But it's too late for me to order. I want to get all the mothers in my life, which hopefully is about 4, and that's it. I have it's about 12, but I'm counting on 4. And I want to order a bundle of the Miracle Buttercream, but it's too late. I don't know if I order it now, if they can get it to the women in time for Mother's Day. I don't think so, so I need to get Ceda to.
Here's what you do. I'm going to text Ceda right now because I assume we'll get off here before too long. But Ceda will get right back to me. We'll get it straight from her mouth. But in the meantime, a trick you can do, whether it's delayed or anything else, print off the delivery instructions or send the email. And when it's time, I promise you, you can give that to the person, forward it to them, and you can say, hey, you're not going to get it on Mother's Day. The thought is already there, and the product will be there Monday or Tuesday. It works.
That's a good idea.
I love that.
Yeah,
listen, Miracle Butter.
Yeah,
lover right here. It is so good. Kym got some. Maybe I should give some back. I'm sorry. I took it. I did.
I wish I could
because I love
it
it.
on my Miracle Butter that I ordered. I got it in the mail, and I ordered everything. And it's like I'm gonna tag it because I'm actually going to take a bath using some of the products, and I'm going to take a picture in the bathtub with the bubbles and everything because it's so like luxurious. It really is. And the packaging, Ceda's packaging is bar none. It just looks pretty and it smells pretty, but it's quality. That's what I love about that.
It is. And you know what else too? I love that it's not heavy. Like a lot of products are like thick and heavy. This you can just a little bit. You know, like a lot of times they'll say, "Oh, a little bit goes a long way," and it really doesn't, and you end up like having to dig all down
a little bit. It. Yeah, it's great.
Put it on, and it smells so good. It's so good. I have it everywhere, and there is some here though for Kym. I didn't take all of it. I gave some of it.
No, we always have Miracle Buttercream, but this is too funny.
But it's a great gift.
Like this is literally, we love Miracle Buttercream, and you can go to miraclebuttercream.com. and put in TFM15 for 15% off. And they got some great, let us know how you like it. So were there any questions?
Oh, here we go. Mama Ceda's Miracle Buttercream in the live chat. Ceda, text me if you can, please. We have gift cards. That's the answer. There you go. Gift cards, Mama Ceda. There you go. Because it won't be there in time. There you go.
That's what I'm going to do.
The bundle deals are discounted and no code is needed. So
okay, very cool. We love Ceda from Miracle Buttercream. It's 2 Funny Mamas approved. We all use it. We all love it. And it's so funny because Ceda came to the Sherri show and we got a chance to talk for a minute. And everybody on the Sherri show was like, oh my gosh, we love Miracle Buttercream, which I think they took from my dressing room. Because when I went to show Ceda that I have Miracle Buttercream, I couldn't find it. And I was like, all these bitches then took my daggone Miracle Buttercream.
So wait, see, Mickey just said she made off with Kym's basket. Sherri's people have taken hers. It's a popular item.
It's very popular. Ceda is like, she really invested her heart and soul into Miracle Buttercream, and it's paying off. And I love that it's paying off. But she put out quality because a lot of these people will they'll do lip gloss line or lipstick, and they just ordered it off a site.
Packaging looks like they look. Yeah, the packaging will look like their little cousin did it for them, and the cousins in third grade.
Lip gloss off social media, and I was like, "What's all it cracking on my lip? My skin coming off my lip."
Yeah.
And But see, her miracle buttercream really is an outstanding, superior product at a great price, and it's gonna last you because it's a lot of quality. But like C. Mickey said, it's not heavy, and you put it on, and it's not like all goopy, waxy. It feels
greasy.
really, really good. It's not greasy.
Yeah,
So
not
TFM 15, and I'm gonna be at Nate Burkes's comedy club June 14th and 15th.
I'm gonna be on Instagram.
She'll be at Nate Jackson's super funny comedy club. And
Nate
you can go
Jackson.
to I think
Nate Burkes is gonna call me and be like, "Why does everybody have a comedy club?"
I keep waiting for you to say a different Nate every time, but you know.
No, it's Nate Jackson's very funny comedy club, Tacoma, Washington, June 15th and 16th, or 14th and 15th.
Nate
Go to Sherri
Bargatze's super funny comedy club. Be sure to check out.
And go to sherryshowtv.com for tickets. And also, Kym Whitley will be in Fort Lauderdale at the Kym's
This Saturday.
Kym's a
this
comedy.
Saturday with the Kym's a Comedy with Kym Wayans from In Living Color, Kim Fields from the Upshaws, and When the Boys You Used to Hate You, Date You Call Them, Facts of Life, and Kim Coles from Living Single, in Living Color, and Kym Whitley from Everything will be at the Kym's a Comedy, and you get to ask them anything, and they're so funny. So that's what. And C. Mickey will be taking
On
golf
Instagram.
lessons on Instagram.
Taking golf lessons.
The fact,
You know, let me tell you.
my first
And
taxable
we'll
job was
also-
at a golf course, by the way. If you ever want to hear some crazy stories of what a 15-year-old saw at a golf
Oh
course.
my gosh! But wait, I want to
Gosh.
ask C.
And
Mickey.
also, don't forget to add Act Your Age coming on Netflix May 22nd with Kym
Oh, that's right.
Whitley. Add it to your list so you can be reminded, everybody. With Kym Whitley, Tisha
Netflix.
Campbell, and Yvette Nicole Brown. It's on
Nicole
Netflix.
Brown.
You can see it. So please add it and watch it.
And by the way, send Yvette Nicole Brown. I think her Instagram might be YNB or Yvette Nicole Brown. Some wishes because she is engaged to be married.
Oh, you
And
couldn't
we are
tell.
all- well, she's excited.
Of
Like-
course, she deserves to be excited.
Congratulations.
I'm so pumped for her.
I love this for Yvette because she waited. She didn't lower her standards. She knew what she wanted. She stood firm, and God blessed her with this man who adores her. His eyes light up when he sees her, and they look so incredible together. He's very good looking, and she's getting married, and it just shows you, like, God doesn't forget those deep desires of your heart. And I'm very excited, as we all are, for Yvette Nicole Brown, because she's about to get married. She's gonna be a married lady. But then also, I want to let you know, tomorrow, Tiffany Haddish was on my show today, and she was amazing. But
New children's
tomorrow-
book out, right?
Yeah, she's got no, it's not a children's book. It's called I Curse You With Joy, and it's a memoir. It's I Curse You With Joy. And it's a really great memoir, not a children's book. Because she even told the audience this is not a children's book. And her Audible, she says this is for adults. But who's coming on tomorrow? Tomorrow, Kimora Lee Simmons and Kimora Lee Simmons, and I can't tell you who else. Oh, the cast of RuPaul's Drag Race. The cast of RuPaul's Drag Race and Kimora Lee Simmons are coming on tomorrow. But watch Jennifer Hudson. You know why you should watch Jennifer Hudson tomorrow? Because I am on the Jennifer Hudson show, and we sing together. Y'all know how much I love to sing. Jennifer Hudson and I, well, let me correct that. Jennifer Hudson sings. Sherri karaoke's. So we sing together.
That's incredible.
So we karaoke, sing-a-noki. That's what it is. We sing-a-noki together, and it's really very fun because I've always wanted to sing, and Jennifer Hudson sings with everybody. And I said, can I karaoke and you sing? So we do a duet together, and I'm very excited. So watch Jennifer Hudson tomorrow because I'm on the show. Tomorrow night, watch Busy Phillips on QVC. If you watch QVC, I'm on the Busy Phillips show on QVC, and it's really funny. I detail all. It's a funny show. But that's what brings me to this question, C. Mickey. So I was talking about my fantasies on Busy Phillips is on a show called, oh, geez. Can you look up that show that she's on, the Tina Fey produced? She's been in everything. And curious,
She in the new Mean Girls?
No, it's like favorite 5 or something like that.
Oh no, she's the one. I can't think of her name. Woman that wrote on Saturday Night Live for 40 years is in it. It's Girls 5 Ever.
It's Girls 5 Ever. She's one of the stars of Girls 5 Ever, but she has a talk show on QVC, and so brings me to you, see Mickey. So she was asking me, it was all improv, like what did I think, what kind of fantasies I had in my head about random men, and she said Lenny Kravitz, Trevor Noah, Jason Momoa, Bradley Cooper, and they were really funny. And she says to me, "You need to be an erotic author." And I said, "Well, I have thought about that many, many times." And she says, "No, you need to do like erotic writing because what you just gave me was so amazing, and I'm so excited." And I said, "Mickey writes, and she does erotic stuff really well." So I said, here's the conundrum I'm in. I've always wanted to erotic writing, but under a pseudonym. Is that the word for it when you don't want to use your name? Pseudonym? But I can't promote the book if it's under a pseudonym because I don't know if anybody's going to buy it. So I can't promote it. So I'd have to write it as Sherri Shepherd because then I could go promote it. But then I don't know, are people going to be able to like handle it from Sherri Shepherd? But then I go, I'm in my 50s. I don't care. So I have to talk with you because I want to write like a little anthology of erotic fiction. Why did we lose C. Mickey's voice? Because I can tell she's happy.
It's been kind of quiet. I blame Kym's internet because she was getting. Did you mute her by
Well, yeah, but
Deja?
I can see C. Mickey's very happy. C. Mickey, talk. I want to see if we can hear you. So
yeah, that's Kym.
We're doing a YouTube.
Kym didn't pay the microphone bill. Kym didn't pay the microphone bill.
So the microphone bill is just kaput.
Rena Center came and grabbed it.
I don't even know what happened. I think Kym cut it off, but remotely.
Something
who's next?
On their end has killed the audio.
No, we can't hear you.
No, we don't hear you.
Yes, we can't hear you.
Maybe log out, log back in is usually a solution.
Log out, log back in. We will be right here. We're not going anywhere.
Just some quick from the chat. I was going to correct myself, actually. I was thinking of Tiffany Haddish's book from like 5, 6, 7 years ago, The Last Black Unicorn, which was a kid's book. This one is more, it's like the second part.
The Last Black Unicorn was a kid's book? Are you sure?
Yeah. It was like a children's book she did.
Are you sure, Chris?
Hang on. Let me look. I just listened to her a really long interview with her, and so I'm getting my Last Black Unicorn. This is a great podcast. I love Tiffany Haddish, by the way. I'm so happy for her. And
you are so funny. Okay, let me look up the Last.
Okay, wait.
Unicorn.
Oh no, hers is so she has The Last Black Unicorn. That's her book, but she also has Layla from 2022. Layla, The Last Black Unicorn.
Okay.
Which is her children's book. So forgive me, but you could see where I may have mixed a few things up there. Good stuff. Sorry, Tiff.
Drinking is not for everybody, folks.
I wish I was lit.
This one has I Curse You with Joy. It's a really great book, and I think it's going to be an awesome. Tiffany was absolutely, if you want to see it, it's on YouTube. We got to play a game together. She was absolutely phenomenal, fantastic, and I loved her, and she was so sweet. And we just had a really, really good time. And so now it's RuPaul's Drag Race, Hot Flash, and it's Kimora Lee Simmons. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna start this erotic fiction because I already got it in my mind.
Well, shout out to C. Mickey. That's exciting. She wilted under the pressure. She immediately logged off as soon as you told her.
Yeah, she got happy. Mickey is an amazing writer. She's done a pitch for a book for Two Funny Mamas, which is so good. And we just got to finish. We're gonna pitch it. And,
hey, I think we hear you. Are you there, C. Mickey?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes.
There you go.
We were talking about what a fantastic.
You didn't wilt. You didn't wilt under the pressure of Sherri heaping praise and giving you an opportunity.
Hold on,
are you kidding? I was booking a flight.
Right. She's like, I'm on my way to the book manufacturer. What are you talking? I'm going to kick in the door.
I would love that, and I think she should be exactly who she wants to be. But it's also okay if she wants to have a different name. Fun fact, that's how C. Mickey started. If y'all don't know, C. Mickey's not my real name. But that's how it all started because I didn't want to deal with my professional life, and that same bucket.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It would be hard for me to promote it under a pseudonym. I'd have to just kind of hope and wish and pray that it did well under a pseudonym. So it kind of be.
Or you could just alter it a little bit, like it could just be Sherri, Or
right, it could be Sherri, but still, yeah, like my talk show, they would love that. Oh yeah, Deadmar Mercury, my bosses would love that. There's erotic fiction under the name Sherri, and I got a talk show called Sherri.
There's that part. Okay.
I think it'll have to be Sherri Shepherd. But I have this. I'm writing a children's book. I'm in the middle of writing a children's book, so I gotta.
Those two are a conflict.
I don't want people to get it mixed up like the way Chris just mixed up Tiffany Haddish's book, children's book, and her adult book. Got the whole thing. Got people going.
That would be awkward. I buy a gift.
Got all of our Two Funny Mamas. Be quiet for a minute. He got all of our Two Funny Mamas fans going by Tiffany Haddish's children's book, The Last Black Unicorn, which is not a children's book. It's
not a children's book.
Not at all. Then you got him over here going, well, I'm looking up the last black unicorn. So it's her children's book is called Layla, The Last Black Unicorn. The adult book, which Chris mistook for the children's book, is called The Last Black Unicorn. And that's what I don't want people to do when I write the children's book. You cannot get those mixed up.
If you
the erotica fiction for your 11-year-old when you're supposed to have gotten a children's book. Yeah, that's gonna be bad.
We'll figure something out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll make
because if I rely on Chris to promote my erotica fiction and he tells everybody it's a good children's book to get for Christmas, we ain't not gonna have a doggone podcast. Mm-hmm.
If your erotic children's book is called The Ladies Trip, and then the children's book is called Sandy's, The Ladies Trip, I expect a few people to mix that up too. So that's where we're at.
Yeah, so we got to talk because we can get this erotica fiction together to be ready to take. So when that same book company who's doing my children's book goes, you got any other ideas?
What else you got?
You got any? Right. So look for it. We gonna do this collaboration, me and Mickey, because
I love it. I love it.
Mickey's nasty too.
Beautiful.
Got a lot of.
See Mickey, where can people follow you on Instagram?
C_Mickey. That's it.
But you got to spell Mickey. It's not MICK.
MI. Oh, right. The letter C _MIKKI on Instagram. Yeah, you'll see follow a really pretty little person. I think it's a black and white picture, but you'll know it's me. I'm cute.
I don't know why, Chris, we've been doing this for 4 years and we don't have our Instagram handles.
You do, but the problem is Deja is back there working her tail off, and what happens
this is not on Deja. This is on you. Deja don't own the company. You own the company.
Due to the fact that we don't know, so every time a space changes, right? So we don't look like idiots. We have different sizes for the social media handles that come across. So due to the fact that we weren't really sure how long C. Mickey was going to be on, who else was going to maybe join, and everything else, Deja astutely asked, hey, what should I do about updating social handles? And I looked at her after we were 45 minutes late, and I said, you know what? We're going to just tell people in the comments how to follow people, because I don't know what's happening today. So that's your straight to from the horse's mouth.
At 4 years, you still going, I don't know what's happening today.
I didn't know what was happening. See, Mickey told me she wasn't coming on, and then I was told she is. 4
years, you still going, I don't know what's happening today. And then I heard that when you said it was 45 minutes late.
Right? I will say, Chris did ask me earlier, and I said I couldn't because I was supposed to be going somewhere at 4:30, but then the 4:30 trip was then pushed to 6:30, so I actually was just tootling around the house.
I know, I got his message.
Then you called.
I said, see, Mickey, okay, but wait. You can do it. And I got it.
My point is, so we can either look.
No, he said, when I asked her, she said she couldn't do it. Oh, well, okay. I got it. Here's the deal. I don't care if you said you couldn't make it. Chris been doing this for 4 years. So he should know when you go, no, I can't make it. He should have said, Deja, you think he's going to do this podcast? And he should have
Oh, my
known.
bad.
Chris should have, and I'm not, who am I to tell you how to do your job? But this is where I talk about the accountability. I just said for this next podcast, I got to level up. We got to take accountability. Chris still saying 4 years later, I don't know what's going on today. That tells you right there where his headspace is. So I'd say he knew, even though you said you couldn't do it, because you hang out with Kym.
Oh, that now you've made the whole paragraph can be dumped.
There
That
it is.
last part, I agree with. I agree with the last part.
They tell you they can't do it. You go, they gonna do it because it's Kym's friend.
Deja, this would be the part where, as I buy this time and I get rocks thrown at me, you're fixing it to where you can do it because you've got the.
But
I'm buying you time.
Because Deja asked you, what happened?
I gotta fix my. It's actually C_MIKKI underscore. I didn't know there was another underscore.
What's with all of these underscores? What's wrong with you?
I don't know. You know what I think? I don't know. I think somebody.
Why do you have
took
underscore?
Somebody took it, I think, and then I had to get another one. I think I got hacked.
I never
once,
get these
and then
underscores because then I have to time, like, I don't know if I'm doing a dash or an underscore, and then when you type it.
Don't get her started on an ampersand. Don't get her started on an ampersand.
I love ampersands and asterisks myself. But them
people will
underscores
find me. They'll find me.
Okay, see, this is why I need to write the erotic fiction under my name.
What would your name be? You got to come up with. You can't just leave us hanging.
Yeah, we'll come up with something.
It's gonna be Sherri Shepherd because otherwise people are not gonna know I wrote it. Like, here's the thing.
No,
I gotta promote the book, and I can't promote a book. Let's say I use C. Mickey. I can't promote a C. Mickey book.
I can.
But in order for me to use the platform of my show, because here's the thing, when authors come on my show, they sell books. Whoopi Goldberg will be on the show. Like, that's why authors love coming on my show, because they sell books. We sell books on Two Funny Mamas. So for me to use the platform, it has to be Sherri Shepherd, which is what I'm going to use. By the way, we will be having Bernadette Stannis, Thelma from Good Times on. She will be coming, not the cast, just Bernadette Stannis. And she's got a book out that I want to talk to Bernadette about because she was like the sex symbol from Good Times. And she's got a lot of stories. And I can't wait for her to come. And also Frida Payne, who made her debut with her book. She sold a lot of copies with her book on Two Funny Mamas. She has some great stories. She's coming. Frida Payne's going to be on the Sherri Show with her book. So I got a platform and I'd like to be able to use it. So it has to be Sherri Shepherd.
I agree.
So it won't be any the erotica will be in the in the anthologies that I'm doing. And what I want to do is stories that my girlfriends and I have talked about. I want to fictionalize them and go further. And then you'll be able to who is that? Who is that? Because I have a lot of these stories.
Oh, that's good.
I'm masterful at that.
We'll mask it, but you might be able to go, that sounds like, and I think it'll be fun and have a little bit of comedy in it, a little bit of I got these ideas and I know C. Mickey can pull them off, but I want to do that.
No, leave those up. Leave those up.
You see that? How easy was that to do to put our Instagram handle?
3 hours later.
He over here blaming Deja. Took 30 seconds to put them daggone. We about to say goodnight now that our Instagram handle.
Yes, because I am late to the show.
Thank you. Because after 4 years, Chris said he don't know what's going on today. So look at that. Look how simple it was. It looks so good. It's amazing. I don't know what the problem is, Chris. I honestly, we're gonna have to talk later because I don't know what is going on in your headspace. Did you get your mother a Mother's Day gift, Chris? Did you?
Several.
Oh, you did. Good. All right now. She gonna be happy.
Absolutely.
If I can say one thing for you, you are a good mama's boy.
Why not?
If I can't say nothing, you might have executive functioning disorder all the time, but you are a great son.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that
are.
was so
You are.
kind.
Yeah, I mean,
Considering.
I'm like his mom. I'm like, when you gonna get the girlfriend and give me some grandbabies? Um, but
Well, he was on the right track, but then he cut the hair off, and a lot has happened, Chris.
I
And
know
your auntie is here. We need to talk about that. But okay.
because he needs to stop waiting on Kym Whitley is the problem.
There it is.
That's what you're waiting
Testosterone-
on?
Yeah.
Please,
Over there
honey,
waiting on
get
Kym to come to her senses.
in
needs to
line.
stop that.
Boy,
Freaking
if you-
sperm gonna freeze up. You got to give your mama these grandbabies. You relying on your little niece. He just had a niece. Beautiful little girl. So he think that's gonna hold his mother. His mother wants grandbabies. And Chris over here playing around with his production company, doing the podcast. The podcast,
Ladies, if you are interested in Chris, drop it in the chat.
and he is single. And the one thing, and let me tell you something about Chris. Chris is a man's man, so he's got that whole protective thing. He's got a great heart. So you don't take accountability for a bunch of stuff, but he gonna take care of you. He's going to protect you, and he's going to make sure those bills are paid. He's gonna make sure things are taken care of in the home. He gonna lace you down because he's horny as hell. So, and he gonna give you a baby. That sperm is growing strong. Let me tell you. Been waiting on Kym, so just sitting there swimming around. Sperm swimming around, nothing to do. Bored as all get up. Going, when's the party? Where's the party? What's going on?
What is happening, Chris?
What's happening? That's
I
what
wish
sperm
we
is.
could.
Where the girls at? When the girls gonna come to this party? Looking at each other. So they're ready to go. They are ready. They're waiting for the gun to pop. And when I tell you,
Now,
when
Chris,
get with
need some criteria for you.
yeah.
What's the criteria, Chris? Are you open to, women with kids, women without kids? What do you like them young? You like them old?
He'd be a
What's
great
your-
father. I think Chris should get a woman with some kids. He'd be a really great dad. He's really, really good with kids.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
No punchline.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Chris is
That
great.
I hate to be a fence rider, but nice. I'll say this: if I'm being super, super honest, it's really tough whenever you have a business and things are crazy and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm not. This is truly no shade. It's really, really tough to get because people say they understand. Oh, it's cool. The third time you can't go to lunch, they take it personal. It's like, no, that's has nothing to do with you whatsoever.
You want me? You've got to give me some level of attention.
Oh yeah,
Well,
but no,
that's the
you know
hard
what's tough? Oh no, sorry, Sherri, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, you know what is tough? I talk to interesting people all day long, and I deal with all kinds of different stuff. It's kind of, it would be tough to seriously date someone with a normal job at this point. Because I'm I'll tune out if you tell me that Sharon and accounting,
Trying to get Chris a date. Trying to get Chris
Yeah.
a date. He's waiting
That
on
ain't
you.
never gonna happen. Chris, ain't nobody want to date Chris Simons.
Yes, they do. But you
Let's-
cock block all the time, Kym Whitley. And you know you do.
Waiting on you.
You got
I
him
sure
waiting
do.
on you.
I'm gonna give Chris some of this black tail, and he ain't never gonna be the same.
Oh God.
All right.
Oh my God.
there's a chapter in your erotic novel, Ms. Shepherd.
I got
What's it
more
called?
levels.
Kym's Cooch?
than him.
I said, what's it going to be called? Kym's Cooch? You look great, by the way.
I didn't hear that.
Sorry.
Kym Whitley,
that not
by the
approved
way,
language?
guys, Kym has a book of erotic fiction. It's also called The Delusion of Cinderella. It's a really great erotica book.
It's
And
on Amazon under her name, Kym Whitley.
And see, Mickey, were you involved in that book too? I don't want to.
I was indeed. It was a lot of fun and a lot of hard work.
Yes.
I don't suspect that you'll be that much work, quite frankly. I had to
Well, that's 'cause-
kidnap him
You want to
and
do that with
take
me.
her
Kym,
to Texas. And then I had to make sure her child was taken care of. Kym was so mad at me by day 3. She was like, I feel like I'm being held hostage. And I was like, you are. We are going to get this done. So in the middle of the night at like 3 a.m, she goes, "I'm leaving. That's it. I'm going to Walmart." I was like, "Why are you going to Walmart?" She was like, "It's the only thing open and you won't let me out of here. And I haven't seen anybody." And I was like, "All right, let's go to Walmart and then get back to writing." So we
Yeah,
got
Kym
it
doesn't
done.
like to be isolated, and you got it done. And folks, there's a lot of our fans who've bought The Delusion of Cinderella. But if you're new to Two Funny Mamas, Kym has an erotic fiction book out called The Delusion of Cinderella. And I really want it to be made into a TV movie. Y'all should try Tubi. Mickey, y'all should try Tubi.
That's
Because
true.
it's so like Tubi is looking for content. And that's a good one to put The Delusion of Cinderella on.
Legit
Tubi.
question.
Yeah.
Who owns Tubi?
Fox.
Got it.
Yeah, Fox owns it. But I'm also on Fox stations too.
Oh no, I was curious because I was like, there's something. Tubi is a thing now. I get it.
is a whole thing.
You joke about it, but it's all over.
Oh no, yeah, people joke about it, but it's like they got a lot of content that people watch, and I just thought, that it would be really great for you guys to take Delusion of Cinderella over to Tubi because it would. I mean, I also say BET her as well. With the strike going, and there's not a lot of people taking pitches, but Tubi
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So, there was a whole, because I kind of shifted towards production more and being more of Kym's producing partner in the content because we have so much content. We have content from people that, we get. And so focusing on that. And then the strike happened and everything just sort of went around. Now it's starting to come back. So we have pulled out our list and we've got our check them off twice. So
you're going to think I'm crazy
Yeah.
if you're doing erotic type stuff or anything too. You pitch OnlyFans. Why not? Because not everything on OnlyFans is hardcore.
But do they? But
I'm thinking who would. It could be an acted out thing, or it could be a scripted thing, or you could do something. I'm thinking, how do you get money and more eyes on whatever you're doing? That's all.
Well, then she'd have to find investors to be able to make that content of Delusion of Cinderella, which is available on OnlyFans. So then you got to pay your investors back before you can get your profit. So it's an idea, definitely.
I don't know. We'll see. But as people start to open up more pitches, that's going to be more meetings to get the pitches. And the line is long because everybody's been waiting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Together. I believe it for myself this year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We've talked about a lot. I'm still serious about Chris being single. The one thing I wanted to say, we're jumping all around, is Chris, I agree with you. It's very, very hard, especially with a man. A man really has to get what he does cemented before he wants to be in a relationship. That's really important to a man, what he does and how he earns his living and something he's passionate about. That's got to be taken care of. And I will say, Chris is really busy because he's getting his production company, which is amazing, but it's still he's getting clients. He puts together these amazing festivals in St. Louis, and it requires him to go out of town to talk to clients. And also, so if you get with him,
I work with a lot of women too.
That was what I was.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta be so secure in who you are. You can't be a needy person and get with Chris. There's a lot of women that say, "Oh no, I'm not needy. I can give you," but it's being in it because he's so busy. And in order for and the thing about it is, in order for Chris to get his business, there's a type of personality that he has that he uses. It's like women, we use our femininity. Chris uses that big old teddy bear, that smile, that all shucks, I'm a little country sexy kind of thing, because women like it. So if you can't you can't be one of the people that goes, "I heard you on the podcast and Kym's over here talking about your penis." This is how he makes his money. This is how he. So yeah, Chris, that is going to be very, very hard because you're not home a lot. Your home is your studio. You work with a lot of women. your clients are a lot of women. You got a team of women. Like you're a pimp. Gosh, I'm like, you got a team of women. You working with women. Women surrounded. You a pimp. So that is a little bit hard. Is it? Because you're not gonna be able to you're not gonna be able to have a lot of like candlelight dinners at nighttime. You gotta be a kind of woman that has your own thing going. Like you're queen in your castle and you have your own projects. Chris wants a woman who's really busy too. Or you just gotta be a woman that likes to stay home. You wanna just create a home, but then he's not gonna be home. So you really gotta like doing your own stuff and be busy. And Chris has gotta be the one saying to you, geez, I called you 9 times. Where are you? I want to get
I won't call you 9 times, but yeah. No, that's
well, you call us 9 times, I'm assuming.
No, I know what you mean, but no, it's always interesting to see what works out, and MM is laughing because he said you've just called Chris a busy country pimp.
That about busy country pimp. Let that be your next CD.
There it is. That's a new T-shirt.
That's your screen name. That's your new screen name. That's how you get it right
busy
there.
Country pimp.
Busy country pimp. Busy country pimp seeks. See, now you got to fill in your blanks.
That's right.
You got to fill in the blank. But I just
easygoing R&B woman.
Okay. I want his mama to have grandbabies. It's her time. This is her season. She deserves the grandbabies. Give her some grandbabies. That's what I'm saying.
So whoever comes along, have your uterus ready.
Have her uterus ready. So get that.
And if you've got kids already, they better mind their manners. Here it is.
Okay. That sounds crazy as hell. They better mind their manners.
Oh, can you imagine? No, that is scary thinking about that. Like, and see, Mickey's got to go to a show, but no, the dating thing, I don't care if people have kids at all, but no crazy exes that you're actively fighting with. And please make sure you work hard on your kids if you're expecting other people to not hate being around them. I would say that. That's fair.
That's true. That's fair.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's fair.
All right, Sherri, follow her I'm going to make sure we get this, Sherri, and it's your show, but I want to make sure you follow Sherri on Instagram at Sherri E. Shepherd. You can see it on the screen in the lovely handle. That's right, at Sherri E. Shepherd, at C_Mickey. That's MIKKI_. So there's 2 underscores total, but it's in the description. And if you're just listening, it'll be in the description of the audio as well. And if you feel like it, follow me, Insta Denman as well. Sherri, take us home.
And again, June 15th, 16th, I'll be at Nate Berkus' Very Funny Comedy Club. June 15th, 16th, go get Nate Berkus. Nate Jackson's Very Funny Comedy Club. June 15th, 16th, go to SherriShowTV.com for tickets. Kym will be in Fort Lauderdale this weekend at the Kyms of Comedy. You can go, where can you go to get the tickets? Do you know?
Oh, you can go to Kym's Instagram page. There's links in her story. And if you go to, I believe it's Louder Hill Performing Arts Center, they have their website. They do all kinds of events there, and you can check it out. Louder Hill.
Go to @Kym Whitley, and then you can go ahead and get this. And then
Beautiful.
Watch me on Jennifer Hudson. I'm on the Jennifer Hudson show. So you got to watch that. And then you know what? And see, Mickey, thank you so much for filling in for me, because I forgot that I had the podcast and I was at a restaurant eating when I realized my assistant called and said, you're supposed to be on a podcast, not eating. So thank you for pinch hitting for me. And we want to say this is our 4th year. Kym can't join us, but she will be back, I think next week. Kym Whitley will be back. And we thank you for 4 years of commitment and loyalty to us. We're I think at 70,000 followers.
80,
so thank you.
80 on YouTube, 80,000 plus on YouTube. It's growing daily. And also, to Sherri's point, hold us to leveling up. We got a big celebration that we're planning. We got all the other cool stuff. We can have the Instagram handles. You can have whatever you want. Hold us to leveling up. Let's level up.
I want to do it where people can call in.
1,000%. We should have. I think audience interaction is yes.
Yeah, I would like to do some audience and we'll have some really great guests. We got to get to as soon as we can take Chris's phone calls, because he's been trying to get us organized so we can level up. So that's on us. But thank you for 4 years. Thank you for 4 years of following us and having fun with us and letting us, Kym Whitley and C. Mickey and Andre and Chris and everybody who's come in. Thank you for letting us make you feel better and make you laugh, because we love doing this. And as long as you love us doing it, then we'll be right here for you. So happy Mother's Day. Go to miraclebuttercream.com, TFM15 to get 15% off some Mother's Day gifts. And we love you guys.
Love you all.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Deja. Thanks, fans. Thanks for filling in today. See Mickey. Shout out to Kym for showing up on her own podcast in the background. See you soon, everybody.
Bye.
Two funny mamas, what's with the grin? Sherri and Kym, yeah, that's them, about to throw down again.